Hello, beautiful souls. Today, I want to talk to you about the difference between a general hypnotherapist versus a transpersonal hypnotherapist. A general hypnotherapist is going to focus on symptoms and behavioral change. Traditional hypnotherapy basically aims to address specific symptoms or behaviors such as smoking cessation, weight loss, phobias, stress management, pain relief, very clinical approach. The different methods and techniques that a general hypnotherapist is going to use are hypnotic techniques to induce a trance state, perhaps such as progressive relaxation, guided imagery, and direct suggestion. So he employs cognitive behavioral techniques to reinforce positive changes, even maybe neuro-linguistic programming, and the goal is to really break negative patterns. Like I say, it's very clinical, but it has amazing effects for those people that need that type of hypnotherapy, that type of release and healing. And the goal at the end of the day is to really work with the client to set and achieve very concrete goals, things that can be measured, like short-term goals and solutions to problem. And really, there is a body-mind connection, obviously, because hypnotherapy has to do with the mind. It's not just about the body. So it really emphasizes the connection between the body and mind in order to affect the changes in the physical and physiological health, right? So there is a body and mind connection for sure. It's very specific, very targeted, very direct into one specific thing that the goal is lose weight, reduce stress, reduce the pain, and so on. Now, when we go into transpersonal hypnotherapy, we are really expanding the field and we are really focusing on a holistic and spiritual healing approach. It's not just about the body and mind, but beyond the body and mind. We go the body, mind, soul, and spirit. So transpersonal hypnotherapy goes and we basically see the symptom and the potential for the symptom relief to be addressed in a way that goes beyond the body and the mind. So it also goes into the spiritual, the spirit and soul level. So we explore inner self, spiritual beliefs, higher consciousness, in order for us to really take the client and expand their field of consciousness so that they can understand at a deeper level why some of these things are happening and why the spirit and their soul are asking and sending the signals to the body in order for the person to understand what is at the root of it. So we incorporate traditional hypnotherapy with additional protocols and techniques to go beyond the body and mind. So we go into the wound regression, we can go to past life, we can do other lives, we could do spirit releasement. Well, obviously, the transpersonal hypnotherapy therapists have to be certified in those areas. So normally, when somebody is a transpersonal hypnotherapist, they will be able to go beyond the body and mind. But for someone to go into the womb and past lives and other lives and be able to do spirit releasement, they need additional trainings. It's not just one certification and that's it, because you really want to know how to guide a client to experience the deeper state of being and how and what other energies could also be part of the problem and part of the solution. So we incorporate traditional with transpersonal, interpersonal in order for us to guide the client to a higher state of consciousness. And that may include the womb rebirthing, past lives healing, in between lives healing, soul retrieval, spiritual journeys, and so on. So we use a lot of elements from transpersonal psychology, which basically also includes meditation, mindfulness, and other spiritual practices. At the end of the day, our goal is to allow the client to experience profound personal growth, self-realization, spiritual awakening, and very, very strong sense of being self-empowered. At least that is my goal. So when we help our clients, by doing these sessions, what we're doing is helping them really understand their life purpose, because when a lot of these shadow aspects come off, they have mental clarity and a sense of beingness that can help them understand what is this life purpose, what is their spiritual path, what is the interconnectedness of their experiences, and why they happen, what is their part in it, the part that needs to take responsibility as well for some of the things that happen. And with that, the person really gets to a point that they cannot go back to being who they were before. So it's not a hypnotic programming, it's really allowing the person to tap to the soul and spirit and their body, because we do a lot of somatic based healing, body based healing, where we're using and engaging the body so that true healing can occur. It's not, we can also use NLP, neuro linguistic programming, but honestly, when we're doing everything else, the neuro linguistic programming is almost done automatically. Everything is coming from the client. We're just guiding the client to experience what they need to experience so that they can get the answers that they need. So there is a very strong mind, body, soul, spirit connection in transpersonal hypnotherapy that isn't there when people do traditional hypnotherapy. And the emphasis is basically the integration of the body, mind, soul, and spirit. So coming together to promote healing on all levels. It's beautiful work. And when I do work with my clients in an intensive healing program, it's like doing years of therapy in one session. So 5, 6, 7, 8 sessions become like, whoa, this is like amazing, because they are not the same person as they were before. They cannot be the same person because we're tapping into every aspect of who the person is at a core level, the true essence, the spiritual essence, the body essence, the subconscious essence. So it's a lot happening in every session, so that the person really is expanding their filter of consciousness for true, lasting transformation, like life-changing transformation. It's just magical. So let's just summarize. Hypnotherapists, a traditional hypnotherapist is going to focus on addressing specific physiological or physical symptoms and behaviors using hypnotic techniques, typically more clinical techniques and very goal-oriented. A transpersonal hypnotherapist, even when we are clinical certified as well, we go into the transpersonal because we know there is more there. We know there is more than this body. So we integrate the traditional with the spiritual, holistic components of what it means to practice transpersonal hypnotherapy. And we go and focus on a deeper spiritual healing and personal transformation to get the client to become self-empowered by addressing the body, the mind, the soul, and the spirit all at once. So the choice at the end of the day, if you need a traditional versus transpersonal hypnotherapist, is going to depend on your goals, your needs and your goals. Those that are looking for symptom relief, pain, phobia, smoking, weight loss, and so on, should consider a traditional hypnotherapist. And those that are looking for a more holistic spiritual approach will want to go with a transpersonal hypnotherapist that have additional tools besides their transpersonal hypnotherapy certification and experience and trainings to ensure that they have all the pieces of what it means to be a transpersonal hypnotherapist. Because there are some certifications that, even though they're $10,000 worth of training to become a transpersonal hypnotherapist, for some of the programs that I have been part of, they only take you so far. So a transpersonal hypnotherapist that have only done a traditional transpersonal hypnotherapy program may not know how to do past life regression, spirit releasement, soul regression, in between life regression, may not be able to take you to other planetary lives, may not be able to deal with interdimensional beings, aliens, ETs, ET implants removals, and so on. So you will want to see, when you're looking at different hypnotherapists, all the pieces additionally that they have that complement the transpersonal hypnotherapy, so that you have someone that can tackle pretty much anything that shows up in a session, so that you are fully protected in a way. Not protected is not the right word, that you're fully embracing a sacred experience that no matter what comes up, your transpersonal hypnotherapist can handle for your highest benefit. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you all on the next one. Thank you so much.